Shalom, Jake, Shalom. What you're looking at is called a hydrogen water bottle. Okay? Now, I've been using this now for a few months. Some brothers already know about it. But, show you the different things to help with it. And I'm going to show you this for a reason. They say, look, enhance vitality, delay aging, good for sleep, inflammation, relief, an LED intelligent design, and I've been using it because I hurt my back a few months ago. It took my pain down from a 9 all the way down to a 1, made it manageable. Alright? And I know a few people allegedly that said that it helped with their kidneys. Okay? So yeah, there's a reason I'm bringing this up. Because look at how it says, hold on, let me show you. Boost metabolism and nutrient absorption. Okay? Now, if you can absorb your nutrients more, you can get more out of your food. And it also helps with This is Galatians 5 verse 19 through 21. It says, now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murderers, drunkenness, revelings, and such like of the which I tell you before, as I've told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. So we're going to go and get into this. Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah, Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah, Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Bashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Shalom and salutations to those who teach the likewise doctrine. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwab. Shalom to the scattered Israelites across the four corners of the planet. May the Most High and the Son be with you during these trying times. Alright. Now, we warned our family damn near turned against us about that bastard Charles, taking this man okey pokey, and they didn't want to hear it. And that is a report coming out. This is fair use. Okay, I'm gonna go and show you this report. And these people should be in jail, okay? But we know how this man get down. He's not in trouble as other men, all right? But he's getting ready to be in trouble with the Most High. All right, because vengeance is his. So we're going to go and let this play.
The owner of the LA Times, Patrick Soon-Shiong, I should say Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong, has come out saying that spike protein has been found all over cancer tumors, all inside of cancer tumors. Quite a bombshell, he says. He is a surgeon, by the way, who invented the nanoparticle chemotherapy. Abrexane sold companies for billions of dollars. He now owns the LA Times. He appeared on both Charlie Kirk's show and also Chris Cuomo's show, saying that spike protein has just been found all over the place. Let me just play for you this clip from Chris Cuomo's show.
No evidence that when they actually biopsy the tumors is of the spike protein inside those tumors.
From COVID.
From COVID.
And then there's what happened with Jim Johnson. In 2022, he'd survived his HPV-related cancer for 7 years, and he'd taken the COVID vaccine. Then, his doctor gave him some shocking news. The cancer was back with a vengeance.
First person that they know of on the planet that had HPV metastasize onto his liver.
And they didn't know why.
Had no idea why.
This is why I worry when I'm now seeing 10-year-olds with colon cancer. I had a 13-year-old died in a clinic with pancreatic cancer. I'm seeing...
Yeah, see, whatever they done did, it is exacerbating all these different infections. All right? There's a raging alleged HIV infection among African-American women. Okay? All of a sudden. So-called Eves. all right, and herpes and all these other diseases. Where you think they getting that from? They got a lot of that stuff from this. You can't tell me to get all of a sudden everybody is getting sick. Okay, this thing is getting out of control. That's why we warned you and we told you not to trust the damn devil. Let's let this finish playing.
A lady who was very close to me, who had a thymoma 30 years ago, never had remission for 30 years, got COVID, and now has got metastasis.
Okay, so it's important to note that Dr. Soon Shong is talking about COVID itself, but not just COVID. He's also going to talk about the vaccine, and I'll show you that clip. But in this segment with Chris Cuomo, he's talking specifically about COVID, saying that something about this spike protein has caused maybe these turbo cancers. It's caused cancer to spread to places it normally wouldn't spread, or it's caused people that were normally in remission. They've been in remission for a long time, and suddenly they're out of remission. So he's saying something is up with this COVID spike protein. But when he was on Charlie Kirk's show, he actually talks about the vaccine itself and how this, remember, because people who got the vaccine also got COVID. It didn't stop them. So now these people have not only gotten COVID and the spike protein from COVID, but now they've got the spike protein from the vaccine, and a lot of them were turned into spike protein making factories, because that's what the mRNA vaccine told your body to do, was to turn itself into a spike protein factory. And now Dr. Soon Shong is saying, yeah, and it turns out those spike proteins are super, super dangerous and potentially causing turbo cancers. Watch this.
So let me just ask the elephant in the room question, if I can, doctor, which is some of our audience is saying, Charlie, this must be the COVID shot, that it's the mRNA shot. I'm sure you get this question a lot, doctor. In your expertise, is there any truth to that? Is that something worth looking into? Help us laymen understand how you're thinking about this.
It is very much something we have to look into, and it's not a political thing, it's a really scientific issue. So for us to understand the COVID vaccine as it currently was presented, which was the spike protein, that spike protein was what they call stabilized. And by so doing, it would enter any part of the body together with these, without going too deep into the technicalities, there's lipid carriers. So the question is, would these spike proteins, together with a combined infection, cause replication in the body? And does that explain the myocarditis? Does it explain the autoimmune disease? Does it explain the brain fog? Does it explain the residual replicating viruses in the colon? So absolutely, this needs to be understood and explored. I don't think there's a coincidence between this, what I call turbo cancers. I get calls after calls of patients that were in remission and then got COVID, and now they have cancer.
Yes.
You hear that? And there's also allegedly an uptick in lupus amongst so-called Jakes. You see? Hey, and we warned you. This is with we warned you about who this man is and the things that are happening. So we're going to get some scriptures. We're going to listen to the rest of this. This is the AI overview. It say black women in the U.S. face disproportionately high rates of both HIV and genital herpes. Okay? Now, what is this from? All right? All of a sudden, it's just like picking up. Job 13, verse 4, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. Yeah. And see, it's literally like, remember they would say from the cradle to the grave? They literally have that program set up also in their medical system. Okay? Literally from the cradle to the grave. They pump you full of, hold on. I don't even know why AI came on, but they pump you full of toxins. When you're first born in the cradle, man, they pump you full of toxins while you're alive. Okay? Having you go in and out of the doctors for different things, and the whole time, all they're doing is robbing your pockets. Okay? Yeah, and this came out last week, but we're going to go and let it play anyway. Some of you jakes already seen it. But, hey, that's why we tell you, man, hey, for you men, hey, you better off just not being with nobody, or, hey, Get you a 50-cent bottle of lotion. I don't know. Okay? Stay with one woman. Actually, there's a scripture for that anyway. Okay? I guess I'm going to get it since I brought it up. This First Timothy 3 verse 1. This is a true saying, if a man desire the office of a bishop, he desire for good work. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. Now, yeah, you know, you can have more than one wife, but it's not expedient here. Okay? You gonna get, you can get some of that on this side, but it's better just to wait till you get into the kingdom. Because, man, it's too treacherous out here. Okay? And then remember, they had that one disease that came through where, though they saying if you get an infection down there, your rod can detach or literally fall off. So it really ain't even worth it. All right? Let's keep going. But hey, I would say just stay in the scriptures. Okay? There's too much stuff going on.
This girl just said her mom used to work in medical records, and she said the amount of people that come through the doctor office that get tested the numbers is beyond high. She goes into details and she says it's multiple people with STDs, STIs, HIV, AIDS. And she said her mom said something ain't right. What's going on, y'all? What is going on out here? Because she was like, they coming in there left and right, dripping with sores. Like, it at this point, y'all, I don't know. This 2025 has been a hell of a year.
To me, personally, I think it's bastard sauce. It could be a myriad of things. I mean, we still in modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, so it can be a little bit of everything. Ultimately, it's just Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah's judgment, and these people, they putting their trust in the devil. All right, we told you don't trust this man.
And from the numbers, what these people are saying, Texas, Louisiana, Atlanta. What? Something ain't right. Something is not right. Something is going on, y'all. It have to be something, because something is not adding up. What's going on? And this is for entertainment purpose. This is nothing harmful. This is for entertainment.
Let me tell you what's happening is that everybody.
So yeah, we're gonna let this video finish playing, and we're gonna get some scriptures and leave it there, Jake.
So I think that it's immuno underestimated. The beauty is the bioshield can overcome this immunosuppression. The beauty is that this bioshield can clear this virus from the body. And that's what we're in trials now.
Will anyone face consequences or have any sort of judgment or justice for what's been done here? And would you call them crimes?
Well, look, I have clear information in my possession of the blockage that has been happening over the last 4 years. And, you notice I said it's not a conspiracy if it's true. I'm not a politician and I'm not a lawyer, but somebody will have to be able to investigate that and look into that. I can't comment on whether it's considered a crime. I consider it a moral issue that we have an obligation to our people in America.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah said. He said judgment is his. So yeah, we're gonna get some scriptures and leave it there, Jake. But yeah, all these different diseases all of a sudden being exacerbated. You see that? Another thing this man been doing is secretly installing allegedly an operating system in certain people. I did something on that too, because remember they're finding all these nanos in people. Remember what Japan said, that they're finding these nanos in people. So yeah, a lot of things are happening, Jake. This is Isaiah 14, verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, they go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Yeah, see, when the Most High do away with this man that 1,000 years, he's not going to be seen no more. Okay? Prepare slaughter for his children, for an iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. See? They're not going to be able to do that no more. They're going to be totally done away with. Isaiah 14, verse 22. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon a name and remnant, and son and nephew, said the Lord. Yeah, see? They're not going to rise ever again. Okay? So yeah, they did all this madness, and it's going to come back on them. So stay prayed up, Jake. I'll see you again real soon. Be careful out there. There's a lot of things going on. Oh, let me show you what else just happened. Hey, allegedly they're having an outbreak of Marburg in Ethiopia. And I think they got like a 50% death rate. Right now, they're looking at 73 suspected cases. And they're saying that 349 contacts are being monitored. Yeah, and it's related to Ebola. And they say the case fatality rate in previous outbreaks has ranged from 24% to 88%. Unlike with Ebola, there's no vaccine. Call Allah, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Shalom. You better be careful out there, Jake. You better be careful. Shalom.